Code Red. I repeat, Code Red. This is not a drill. I never thought I'd see this day come. Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is coming. I never knew I needed this until I saw it. It brings a tear to this old man's eye. Now, if you were new to Dragon Ball and have only played Xenoverse or Fighters, then this would probably not mean a whole lot to you. But back in my day, if you wanted to beat the shit out of your friends as Goku, there was no better game to do so than Tenkaichi 3. If you count transformations, the roster had around 150 characters which spanned from OG Dragon Ball all the way to GT characters. And the story mode had literally every arc in the series, including the movies, and even a what if section where Frieza and King Gold went into Devilman. Does anyone remember Devilman? I thought so. And don't even get me started on the gameplay. While it can seem very simple at a glance, there's a lot of mechanics that can shift up the combat, or you could always just spam super attacks. It caters to everyone. God, I can't wait to burn a hole in my hand trying to win some beam clashes. A little bit unrelated, but the mod support for this game is crazy. So if BT4 is easy to mod, then it's all over. Now as far as what I would want to see in the 4th entry, I mean, as long as it plays like BT3, I'd be happy with it. While I'd love to see a roster the size of BT3's, I'd still be fine if they cut it down a little bit and inserted some super characters. There are characters that are most likely to be the game, such as God, Goku, and Vegeta, Beerus, Jiren, etc. Although I think it's more fun to try and guess what obscure characters that have a chance of getting in. Considering BT3 had Tambourine. Now we could maybe see some of the other Gods of Destruction, like this guy. I don't think we would get a lot of the miscellaneous Tournament Power Fighters, seeing as they all get 2 lines of dialogue and then instantly bodied, but you never know. That being said, my main man Jelly Vegeta better be in the game or I'm about to act up on God. And if we're talking about characters from Super, then we might as well bring up the story mode. If the previous game had every arc of the franchise, then it only makes sense to add the new stuff. Seeing all the arcs from Battle of Gods to the Tournament of Power would be pretty nice, especially because if you really think about it, we haven't really gotten a game that covers all of Super like the ones that cover Z. Xenoverse had its own original story plotline going on, and Kakarot kind of did its own thing with the Super stuff as well, so seeing the arcs be faithfully adapted would be a nice change of pace, surprisingly enough. Maybe it could even become the ideal way to view Super like how Naruto Storm is. Probably wishful thinking, but you never know. Always have to be hopeful. Although one thing that does just bring a tiny little bit of concern is the online. The Dragon Ball games in the past have always been known to have less than stellar online experiences with the whole netcode situation and all of that. Especially if you look on BT3's online mode. The kinda scary thoughts start to emerge. However, I'm just gonna try and stay optimistic here and say that maybe this time it'll be better. I mean, speaking of online though, that probably means that the game's gonna be treated a lot more competitively than the last ones. I wonder if that means that the game roster is gonna be more balanced than before, when you could just pick SSJ4 Gogeta in the old games and you win instantly. I mean, I'm fine with them going in either direction, honestly. Just as long as I can still kick Jiren's ass as a Cyberman. Do not take that away from me. And that's pretty much all my thoughts on BT4 for now. I mean, the trailer didn't really reveal a whole lot, so not really much to go off of here. So now I'm just gonna have to hope and somehow wait however long it'll take for the game to come out. I just want it now. Well, guess I'll find a way to pass the time. See ya!